that just devoured his own for his own survival. And somebody said, well, some of these people are old people. Well, apparently they ain't lived long enough. Ain't no food like an old fool. And if you ain't learned all you need to learn by this time, you don't deserve no more time. And away with you. Then they won't say, well, these are men of God. Who said they were men of God? These people appoint themselves and collect your money. Some of these people doing things that people in their congregation don't do. And you still let them stand in front of you. No, you get rid of them. It's time for them to go. They forfeited their right to leave. And you don't want nobody talking about you. You know, stick your chest out for your devil. Let him run his own interference. He ain't gonna run no interference for you. As your people find you out, as you get busted out, no, it's time for them to go. Don't nobody bring no old people to no Cyrus and no Johnson and no Smith this weekend. It ain't going down. Yeah, at Van, pull up in front of your house, open the door and wave your hand. Say, nah, ain't nothing. Keep on moving. Go over there for what? To give them more support? So they can keep tricking you? Yes. This is what it done come to. Hollering about they love everybody. Every time it come time to saying something against these white folk, they love everybody. I can't tell you love everybody. You must don't love Jenna 6. You ain't say nothing for them. You must don't love George Temple. You didn't say nothing for him. Your love couldn't stop you from tricking black people into voting for the devil personified in Greg Faries. You must don't love black people. No, what it is you know that Jenna 6 and George Temple and things of this nature. Translated, this means you know that white folk have needs for these niggas. And we into it with these niggas, and you better not say nothing. And you better not go back and tell your congregation to say anything about it. And you know you better not, because you're a slave in fear of losing his crown. Where they deserve to sit in front of you at? How you come to the conclusion that these greedy people deserve to sit in front of you at your expense, bragging about how rich they are and what they done brought with your money? You can't see your way into getting rid of these people. We deserve what we get. It ain't on white folk. They know they dirty, and we know they dirty. It's on these black preachers and these black politicians that come in front of you legitimizing these devils. So you can't see a way to walk them up out of your church, then we all deserve what we get. Endorsing a RoboCop to ride these hillbillies around among you so your phone could ring late at night giving you the news for one of your children. And just know that Reverend Johnson and Reverend Cyrus and Charles Smith and the rest of these weak Negro preachers had everything to do with it. And you can fault yourself for not standing up to them and running them up out of there. No, we deserve what we get. And we coming for every last one of you until you're totally exposed. Everybody gonna stand up today. The line is drawn. Either you with black or you against black. Everybody gonna pick a side. And that's a wrap. But if you just want to go along and you get hit in the back again, Rodney King and Jenna 6, well, don't call Farrakhan. And you talking about you want to deal. Well, you want to deal, well, we going to deal with it.
And you can't hide behind the Bible. Can't hide. Because I'll quote you scripture for scripture. See, a punk can't hide behind God. And a coward can't hide behind God. God hates a coward.
Now we're going to be civilized about this. We don't want to see any extra patrols around our spot, or some unavoidable accident coming to anybody. Because we know, and you know, and everybody in this audience knows how Caucasians try and handle people whom they can't control. You kill your own presidents. You have whole investigations in your hand, come out clean. You just a liar. You're a murderer and you're a criminal. And now, so you say, we're citizens, having the right of freedom of speech. And we're exercising that right that you say that we have. And until you say we do not have that right and we are not a citizen, and this ain't no democracy, that this is ballot battle for the planet of the apes. And you, nigga, are the apes. And we're the people. Then we just have to cross that bridge when we get to it. But in the meantime, we're going to continue to wake our people up to every machination, trick, and lie that you have. And we're going to be civilized about this. So we don't start no crap because somebody done told the truth on you. The whole city and the country is watching you. And I know it's been raining a lot. So you may see your preacher or your district representative, or you may see him walking down the street after the rain. But that ain't rain in his face. It's spit.
Let us not forget that on the continent of Africa, it was black faces that ran down the Africans and would kidnap the Africans and would pack them on the ships like sardines for the Europeans' money, rum, whiskey, and women. Let us not forget that many of the African leaders with black faces would sell different tribesmen and prisoners of war to the Europeans for money, whiskey, and rum. Didn't your grandparents tell you how on many of the plantations right here in Louisiana, the plantation overseers were black? They would beat you down, stomp you to the ground at the request of their master. Let us not forget that these same weak-minded individuals are always appointed and anointed by Satan. They fought against Nat Turner. They fought against Denmark Vesey. They fought against Toussaint Louverture and Harriet Tubman. They fought against Malcolm X and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They loathed Minister Farrakhan. They wouldn't allow Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to preach in their churches once he began to protest against the Vietnam War because their master said that Dr. King was anti-American. To see some of our elders who lust for money, whiskey and rum and women being used in 2007 as modern slave catchers, tracking down the black vote to bring it over to Pharaoh or to bring it onto the Pharaoh's plantation is just disheartening. And so those of us who believe in the truth of the Bible believe this is a time and hour in history where our people must try the Spirit by the Spirit. Ask our elders, ask our pastors and our leaders, do you want freedom, justice, and equality? Or do you want to continue being a modern slave catcher for the enemy just to get money, whiskey, rum, and a few cheap women? What is the difference in a little brother hanging out on the corner, destroying our community based on his ignorance, and you destroying the community downtown Baton Rouge based on your self-seeking, self-aggrandizement, and selfish motivations?